What's good? Welcome back to another video. So today we react to NBA legends who were terrified of Michael Jordan, man. Now, if you know me, if you've seen it in my videos, look at the shirt, man. You know, I'm a LeBron. LeBron not my favorite player, but as far as the GOAT, I think LeBron's the GOAT. But I've been watching a lot of these, I've been watching MJ videos, Larry Bird, Magic. We gonna look into Shaq after this, man. All these legends have some crazy stories. So we gonna look at NBA legends who were terrified of this man, Michael Jordan, man. Before we get started, make sure you like, comment, share, and if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, join the team. But I won't hold y'all no longer. Let's get to it, man.
Hey, man, it's your boy YG, aka Yangala, and we know that Michael Jordan was so good that he put fear in his opponents. And you've probably seen so many videos of crazy trash talking stories about Michael Jordan. But I always wonder what was the first moment that made NBA legends fear him, or what key factors made him so fearful. So I decided to make a video of NBA legends who were terrified of Michael Jordan.
Terrified, man.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. He just had this charisma on top of all the gifts and skills and mentally, how good he is. I mean,
that's crazy.
Playing against him, the one thing that I think that he was unlike any other player I've ever played against is that there was a real...
Okay, I know I'm supposed to be listening to the story. I can't get past... Some of these layups and stuff is crazy to get past. Because you look at people today, there's probably a select few that could do some of the layups that this man does. Like, to me, the best person in the league in layups right now is Kyrie. He be doing some crazy stuff with it. Jordan got the hang time with some of these, man.
Ever played against is that there was a real fear playing against him. Like people, I've never seen like the league be kind of fearful of a player or have that much reverence for a player. No matter who has come since then. You know, that was a different feeling when you're playing Mike, because you just knew, like there was such a seriousness and competitiveness and fire in him, and there was a fear with how that was going to manifest itself potentially on any given night. So he was.
It's crazy the league.
I mean, where do you want to start and where do you want to finish with him? He was everything.
Look at that big. Back to 1993, his first trip to Chicago. And
that man Shaq was different. Look right at him.
24.
Oh, that's a big number.
Shaq, 64 for MJ.
That man MJ had just 64 on Shaq, man. And that Shaq rookie year, he got hair and everything.
64 what? Like combined with rebounds, points.
64 points.
And you know what? Since the statute of limitations is
and Orlando won the game in overtime.
What? Since the statute of limitations up, I was terrified out there.
Were you really?
Yeah.
You were scared of MJ?
Yeah.
You gave him how long? For how long? Right when you took the floor?
Oh, the whole game.
That man said Shaq ain't scared of no. Okay, I gotta give it to MJ. You gotta give credit to MJ, man. Shaq wasn't scared of nobody. Maybe, if anything, maybe Hakeem a little bit, like a tad, but it wasn't he wasn't really just scared. That man said he was terrified the entire game, and he had a great game.
One, he's the greatest player. Two, I was worried about him dunking on me and have to go back and, face the fellas. And then three, he was just so hot. I was like, man, this dude, like, the stuff that I saw when I was in college on TV, it's like really real. I was terrified. I mean, but, when I
he said it's real.
And saw those bums they had playing me, I was going to go to work. Bums.
Bums. Yes, Jack.
Like, just watching them out there, I was terrified.
Experience was totally different than these guys, because I was a, late second-round pick. I didn't know if I was going to make the league. I was on a non-guaranteed contract.
I meant his old teammate right here.
One of my first exhibition games, we played the Bulls. And I was just trying to make the roster. And Michael Jordan gets the ball right in front of our bench. And I'm already scared to death. Like, God, I hope I don't get into this game. I'm not ready for this stuff. And he holds the ball out. He holds the ball out and he looks right at me. And I'm on the bench just kind of like, he holds the ball out and he goes, watch this. And he turns, he went right around Dan Marley, bam, dunks it, looks back at our bench and just starts laughing.
That's crazy. You talking to the... That man said, watch this. That's insane. Look, hey, that's like... That would be like today, hey, make sure you're recording this. And then you go and do something insane, man. That's crazy. That man said, watch this. He knew he finna dunk on him. And he knew he finna do something crazy.
There's no way in hell I can ever make the
Now I really don't want to.
I thought he looked at you and said, 10 years from now, I'm going to throw this to you.
9. And
he had the fifth passing lane, and what I mean by the fifth passing lane, I mean, we was just all scared of Jordan. So I mean, that, you know, when you show me against him, yeah, I get a little hot. But I couldn't stop Jordan. I mean, you know, I'm looking at the highlights of Jordan, and you know, every single time we double team Jordan down court, but he still.
Wait a minute. No, hold up. Wait. Did Isaiah Thomas just say we doubled him down court, like full court? There ain't no way they ran no full court double.
Double team Jordan down court.
Hold up. I gotta go back.
So I mean, that.
Yeah, we gotta go back.
You show me against him, yeah, I get a little hot. But I couldn't stop Jordan. I mean, you know, I'm looking at the highlights of Jordan, and you know, every single time we double team Jordan down court, but
he said every single time we double team Jordan down court. I've never in my life seen someone get doubled full court. I've seen a full court trap. I've seen a full court press. I've never seen a double team full court. The whole game. That somebody is getting disrespected. That means somebody is open. If you're open the whole game because they're double teaming one man full court, you should be like offended. Like, if you're not gonna catch the ball and do something, at least go out there, set a hard screen and help Jordan get open, man. That's insane.
Still average. His regular season average against the Pistons was 37.5.
He averaged 37.
Get hot, Q.
But Mike,
that's insane.
So I had to guard them both, and it's not even.
He
like
said
Mike,
37 doubling the full court.
Chill, rest the next day.
Oh my God!
Eat the right things.
Yeah,
I remember this story.
Not saying that you had to switch it up, but I didn't have that fear.
Yeah,
you know, Mike would have, you know, you better bring your game. I can
you
go
and
for
Mike
50
in his
tonight.
prime, like
oh yeah, Mike in his prime. We went at it toe to toe, head to head.
I know, yeah, of course.
Mike was like, man, you never back down. You strong.
Yeah,
hops, I love you.
Yeah,
God, he put me in his all-star games. Him and Mike love me, you know, as far as where I used to come. But Mike is the best player in the world ever. LeBron, Kobe, nobody can fade that.
Yeah,
nobody.
In Orlando first.
I think it's Bron, but that's another story. But I will say this, like, so you know how Michael Jackson had like almost like he wasn't human type of feel. Jordan does have that with him. Like in the 90s, like both MJs were like they didn't even seem human to everyone else. Like especially I seen a Michael Jackson thing and they were showing this man jumping. He had to jump over desks so he can get to his flight. Nobody gonna be that big. Like, and then they said MJ will float.
I'm doing my thing again. I blocked his shot like 3 or 4 times. Oh. Like I'm having my way against him defensively. Now, granted, he's 40 years old, but I'm feeling good about myself. So fast forward.
They had to beat up.
In DC.
They felt good about themselves beating up a 40-year-old Jordan.
Basically, he tells me I'm done. Like my ankles, you know, once again, it's not healed. It's broken.
Grant Hill was nasty though.
But I wanted to play against Jordan one last time. And so we're playing the Wizards. It's a TNT game.
Wait,
Thursday
don't you
night.
want to go out where you dominate him and you're blocking his shots?
I'm just thinking, you know, my ego. Like I'm thinking, like I had him the last game. I don't need this left ankle. Just give me some. I
only need
Motrin.
one ankle.
Give me a bunch of Motrin. I'm
Okay.
gonna go out here. And when I tell you, he torched me in that first quarter. Like literally, he gave me 20 points in the first quarter on the same play. Like he just ran the same play every time and did this. Like you know, and I could not guard him. And so. Literally, I checked out of the game at the end of the first quarter, and I didn't even go. I just walked.
I hit him with middies the whole game.
Like literally, had surgery
that's
like
insane.
A couple days later. But it was like I wanted to guard Jordan one last time, and you're right. I shouldn't have. I should have just let that go.
Did he know you were a wounded animal?
He probably did because he went at me every.
And he didn't
the
care.
Same move.
Yeah, that would hurt my pride if someone did the same move and give me like 20 points in the first quarter. That man on pace to get 80. Going right dribble pull up. Right dribble pull up. Right dribble. Like he don't even respect you enough to change anything. That man just whoa.
He didn't do anything different. It was the same move, and I had nothing for him.
Jordan probably had your x-rays in the locker room.
He probably did.
He probably knew exactly.
I'm surprised he didn't send somebody for me to come back out.
Yeah.
People were afraid of him. We were his teammates and we were afraid of him. And there was just fear.
That's crazy.
That's when I threw it to you.
Look how you looking at him, man. Look how you looking at him. You better catch. Hey, you better catch that ball.
We were afraid of
look
him.
how you look.
Fear.
Look at him.
Catch the ball when I threw it to you. I just threw it to you.
Ignore this guy. He's come through, but he's over.
Look at that.
That's
crazy,
dude. MJ was so thick.
Yeah, let's not get it wrong. He was a jerk. He crossed the line numerous times. But as time goes on and you think back about what he was actually trying to accomplish, you're like, yeah, he was a hell of a teammate.
He was pushing us all to be better because he wanted to win.
When I was a rookie,
that's crazy. The whole your own teammate you go to war with are terrified of you.
Oh, and we had a guy named Greg Minor.
That's insane.
And you know,
I must have passed the ball and I threw it to you, just staring at him.
Play as hard as you can. It's MJ.
It's practice.
It's opening night. My mom at home watching, the kids is watching, everybody watching. So they got in a little scuffle. MJ's going to the free throw line, and he looks at Greg and he says, "I should make you take my shoes off."
Oh my God!
I should make you take my shoes off.
Dang.
I looked down, I didn't even realize it. I looked down and he got the Jordans on.
Oh, man.
I said, oh, man.
Oh.
I said, this is what I look forward to.
Right?
Well,
I should make you take my shoes off.
The rest of the night.
That's
right. I didn't want to be on that reel, so that was my welcome to the league moment.
That man said I should make you take my. That's insane.
Because we were so nervous.
Jordan averaged 41. He was going nuts.
As well as I could play.
Barkley was hooping. Chuck.
Michael just outplayed me. That was probably the first time in my life that I felt like there was a better basketball player in the world than me, to be honest with you.
We were playing the Chicago Bulls, and this is Michael Jordan's third or fourth year.
Dog, that's heartbreaking. I don't like Reggie's story. I would skip it, but if y'all haven't seen it, then I'm gonna play it. But I do not like this. Reggie's not really good at telling stories. I'm gonna be honest with you. But look, imagine if you have the best game of your life. The best game. You over here like you even know in your mind, man, I'm going to work. I'm getting all these buckets. And you look over and this man Jordan's doing a whole lot more than you ever. Like, you're having the best game of your life, and Jordan's outplaying you, and you know this is the best game of his life. You know how crushing that must feel? Like, you know how upset, boy, I'd be so depressed. I'd be like, oh my gosh, are you for real? I'm doing a bet. I'd be like, dog, am I really good? Like, I'd be really questioning myself, am I really that good?
In some obscure place. And most
that man said that the first time I felt like someone was just better.
I'm a wide-eyed, energetic rookie, and we're playing this exhibition game, and Michael's going through the motion. And Chuck Person, who's on my team, is a trash talker as well, is like, can you believe Michael Jordan, the guy everyone's talking about, who's supposed to be able to walk on water, you're out here killing him, Reg. This is in the first half. It's like, you should be talking to him. He's like, you know, you're right, Michael. Who do you think you are?
Who do you think
the
you
great
are?
Michael Jordan. That's right. There's a new kid on town, right? Kind of looks at me.
Well, as a rookie.
So at half, I have 10, and he has 4 points, right? I'm doing all this talking. He's like, okay. Into the game in the second half, he ended up with 44. And I ended up with 12. So he outscored me 40-2. And as he's walking off, he's like, be sure and be careful. You never talk to Black Jesus like that. Okay, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Black Jesus.
So we got Chicago Bulls coming in town. And unfortunately, I got a sprained ankle. You know, and so.
Did you say fortunately?
Unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately, I enjoy guarding Mike because he was, you know, the one thing I did with Mike is I never got him pissed off. You know,
it's crazy when the game plan, like, you know how everyone has a different game plan. Like earlier, like let LeBron shoot. His shot better now, but before it was like early in this year, let LeBron shoot threes. Don't let him get to the rim. Even with Jordan, like younger days, he was like, they were like, if he goes up in the air, foul him. The Jordan rules. Once he like won the first ring, the thing that you did with Jordan is you never got him mad. Like even they said it in The Last Dance. John Calipari or whatever, he was coaching the Nets. This man Jordan, look, he said, because Jordan was looking at him crazy. It'll be the thumbnail of this video, as a matter of fact. He was looking at him crazy because he was mad at the way he was coaching. And Coach Cal said he didn't look at him because it was around the league. Do not make him mad. If you want a chance to win, don't make him mad. Don't speak to him.
Shot, you know, you don't talk trash to him so he can go off for 60. You know, you try to kill him with kindness. You don't try to talk trash to him. So they're getting off the
He said, good shot, Mike. That's crazy.
Scott, what's going on? I said, what's up, MJ?
These stories is insane.
I'm playing tonight. I said, no, I'll sprain my ankle. He said, who's guarding me? I said, Anthony Peeler. He said, 50.
He said, 50.
So I told Anthony Peeler, listen, MJ, he's probably going to go for about 50 tonight on you. So just,
they said he's probably.
Don't piss him off. You know, just be cool. He ended up with 54.
That was everything.
The story to Chris Middleton. My rookie year, I'm guarding him, and I can just, you know, my heart's about to come out of my chest, and I'm just praying that he just shoots a fadeaway jump shot. But he decided to go baseline, and when he went to jump, all I could think about, this cannot be a highlight. And he just did like a little reverse layup. And as he came down and started running back, he just looked back and winked at me. And I thought, oh man, this could be a long night.
So guys,
that's crazy. He said, please don't put me on the highlight reel. You know what? I'm not gonna lie, I feel the same way. Don't put me on the highlight reel. I got family. I'm gonna have kids. Like, you got Jason Terry who got dunked on by LeBron, and they still talking about the kids nowadays say you're the man. Hey, you got dunked up by LeBron. Or you're the man LeBron. He don't even got a name anymore. Man, I would not want to be on no highlight. I got kids. I got a wife. I don't want her to leave me after this. Like, yeah, all that stuff he going through. Yeah, I got a girl.
Enjoy the video and tell me what is your favorite Michael Jordan moment. So make sure you like, share, subscribe, and show love to the YG gang. And I'm out.
Yeah, that's it for the video. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Hey, look, like the video. We'll subscribe to him as well. Hit the subscribe. Y'all like and subscribe to mine as well as his, man. But I'll catch you on the next video. With that being said, I'm out. So peace.